My name is Gab MEJIA. I'm born and raised in the Philippines. I'm a photographer, storyteller, and filmmaker, and a National Geographic explorer. As a storyteller working on climate issues, the climate crisis, a lot of it has really been informed and influenced by my childhood and my lived experience in the Philippines. I think if there's an specific instance that I remember, it was in 2009 at the height of Typhoon Ketsana, where my family's house was submerged in flood. And because of this, I've really devoted a lot of my life trying to explore and see the Philippines in a different light. And it was through my father's influence where he would bring me to the mountains and the forests in the Philippines. We would go to lakes, to rivers, different islands across the Philippines to really get to know my country, the natural and cultural heritage that we have here in the Philippines. And I guess, through the years, that was really the two most defining moments in my life that really pushed me in dedicating and devoting my life to the environment and to working with communities to be able to kind of confront the crisis and ecological crisis that we're facing. So it was the camera that actually kind of became, I would say, my boat or my vessel that would really kind of connect me deeper to the places and the land that I'd grown up with. And it was through photography, being able to kind of share the stories from the lived experiences, the truths that we were dealing with the ecological crisis. I think there are really many qualities that a strong leader need to have and able to kind of bring people together, to have them stand in solidarity with each other. But I feel that comes with a deep sensitivity. A strong leader needs to have this deep sensitivity, being able to connect emotionally and spiritually, kind of transcending the material and physical realities that we have. And then meeting hand in hand with communities who are traumatized by something so complex and kind of heavenly as the climate crisis. And it's such an internal battle because you come to navigate these places and you always come into this question of my stories as a photographer, as an artist, is truly giving justice to the communities that I work with. And these dominant narratives sometimes linger or become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I think the challenge for me as a storyteller, as an artist, is also kind of to challenge and confront these dominant narratives, and at the same breath be able to reimagine the process of how these narratives are formed. How is my process more communal in being able to provide kind of the dreams for the future of the climate crisis, of the communities that we're working with. I think there's a real power in diversity because you come to hold different stories, different solutions, different contexts. And I feel that is really, I think, one eye-opening thing that made me realize. In the Philippines, we're already a diverse country, and this kind of noise has really kind of brought us out from being grounded with ourselves, with our land. Oceans hold its memory and its currents. The forest has its songs and silences. I think re-changing and reimagining the way we think and we relate to the world of something that is more ecological, something that is more attuned, that it made me realize, that as much as I am a storyteller, I'm also part of this story. We are also part of this story, and this is something that I would really value and kind of be a motivator for me, that would encourage me to really step out of kind of the shadows and really put myself out there more. I really feel like we need to really be more creative and realize that a lot of the solutions that we have comes from within our own context, within our own countries, may it be ecological knowledges or ancestral traditions or wisdom that we can gain from our elders. It's such a beautiful kind of encapsulation of sometimes to explore, sometimes to be creative is not to travel to far off places, may it be the moon or the stars, but to really go inside and go inward, to kind of reform and rechange our ways of seeing, our ways of being, our ways of relating. I want to keep telling stories about the climate crisis, of resilience, of hope, of dreaming, of how communities are working hand in hand in solidarity with each other to fight against colonial and extractive practices, and being self-determined to be able to tell their own stories. So I think really my hope, may it be in film, photography, whatever kind of art or language it may be, is to just be able to continue telling stories and provide spaces for others to tell their own stories.